Hello there, the Internet Tough Monkey here once again. Hope that you're all well. Okay, we've had a new update in the last week, and we've got this, the Aston Martin Valkyrie. What a little looker. Let's just go right ahead and buy that, and then we're going to take on this week's lap time challenge. The Red Bull Ring, or the Österreich Ring if you're of a certain vintage like I am. I do like this track. And as seemingly usual, we're going to be using the racing hard tyres. I don't understand why Polyphony don't just let us go nuts with the soft slicks, something nice, super sticky, just to wang it into the first corner. But no, we are using racing hard, so we're going to have to go ahead and buy those. Isn't it annoying? We've just bought the car for X amount of millions of pounds and it doesn't even come with the right tyres for the first event we're going to use for it. Thanks very much. And anyway, as you can see, I was on it from the very beginning, straight into the barrier. I found very quickly that this is a very twitchy car. Went round the first corner in third gear, binned it. Tried to go around the first corner in fourth gear, binned it again. It took me 8 miles before I actually got my first lap on the board, and it wasn't particularly quick. It was a 1:22. I was slowly getting my times down. It took me until best part of 40 odd miles before I actually managed to get it under a 1:19. Now you see there, I was using no traction control, which is like what I normally do, but I kept on experiencing this weird phenomenon that when I pressed the overtake button, it would die in 5th gear as I was coming out of the hairpin bend. I was getting it all the time. So I set the traction control to 2 and I started to get some better times, and this was my best for this day. It was a 1:18.422 and I'd already done 90 odd miles, so I'd had enough for the day. But as you can see there, I was only just over 1/10 of a second ahead of where the gold qualifying time was. I didn't think it was going to be enough, so I called it a day. I managed to bag myself an absolutely monumental 10,000 credits. Thank you very much, Polyphony. And then I set about having another go the following day. Got it down to a 1:18.129, then a 1:05, and I was just getting quicker and quicker. A 0.084, then a 0.043, then a 0.040. I was on a mission now to get under 1:18. And after 268 miles going round and round the Red Bull Ring, this was my best time. There are a couple of things to be aware of when you want to go fast around the Red Bull Ring, chiefly amongst which is where the track limits are, because you're going to want to push them. Just like we saw in the Grand Prix last weekend, track limits are key at the Red Bull Ring. Secondly, get on the brakes early so you can get back on the power early. And thirdly, when it comes to rotating the car, stand on the brakes, drop down the gears, let off the brake as you turn into the corner, then back up through the gears to maintain control and stability of the car. There are a couple of very big stops at the Red Bull Ring and very easy to outbrake yourself. And if you outbrake yourself, you're going to miss your apex points and you're going to compromise your lap time. This corner is very hard to get right, especially since it dips into the shade. It's hard to spot your braking point accurately enough. The last section of the Red Bull Ring is very different to the early part of the lap. Rather than big stops, you've got these corners where you've got to try and maintain your speed, feather your throttle, hold your line around the corner and don't run out too wide, especially this corner here. If you turn in too late here, you're just going to mess up your exit speed. This is quite a tricky corner as you're coming out of it. It's very easy to suck yourself out onto the gravel trap on the left hand side there. And then this corner, blind over the crest, go really wide, turn in early. I've gone in a bit late, but if you can turn in early, you can get back out on the throttle early. Same with this one, early into the corner, back out on the throttle early, just maintain stability of the car and don't let the back end fishtail out. And there we are, a sub 1:18. I am happy with that. I didn't think I was going to get anywhere near that when I first started using this car on this track. A 1:17.965, optimum time only slightly fractionally quicker than that, just outside the top 1,000, but I think that's safe now. I think that's far enough away from the gold standard time. I think I'm happy. That's it. I'm done. All it leaves me to do now is go and collect my millions of pounds worth of daily lottery claim. What do you think we're going to get? There's a car there, there's some parts there, and you know what I'm going to get, don't you? I shall see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself.